Executive leadership. Industry newsmakers. Top producer insights. This is NFM TV.
It's that time again. Top Producer Series time, and this particular top producer is in Denver, Colorado. He's one of NFM's finest. We welcome in Brian Pintar from Denver. Hey, Brian, how are you?
Good, Greg. How you doing, buddy?
I'm really amazing. I'm looking forward to this conversation. You've been at NFM since July of 2016, and you just enjoyed an extraordinary year of growth. In 2018, you closed personally 107 units for $40 million. Your branch closed 210 units for $73 million. And then last year, you had this seismic shift up where you personally elevated your production to 56 million and your branch production to over 100 million. How did you do it? What were the keys to that jump?
Well, I mean, I think if we break down the numbers, the majority of it happened in the second half of the year. And really what changed is we just kind of changed the amount of people we talked to. We simplified everything. We made a very specific business plan that was literally call 30 people a day. So the rule was you cannot turn on your computer until you call 30 people a day. And that was it. Very, very simple.
That is pretty simple. And I should say that you are knee deep into coaching, into accountability and being coached. Tell us about that. When did you make that commitment, and how much of a difference has it been making on your rise?
You know, I made that commitment in, well, actually how I came to NFM. I wrote a 5-year vision back in 2014 that if I made 7 figures in a year and became a top 500 lender in the country, that I would make a commitment to coaching people that couldn't afford to get into the core, for example, or couldn't afford what we pay to get into coaching. And so since that point forward, that's actually what triggered me to join NFM, because it was a perfect platform for allowing me to bring in, you know, younger loan officers that don't have the ability, that wanted to grow, that don't have the ability to pay for coaching. And it just kind of snowballed into my real estate agents. I coach 25, 30 of them a week. I coach a group of loan officers in my office. I coach loan officers that don't work for me actually on Fridays. It's just kind of a way of, that's all I've done is coach ever since.
So what are some of the things that you've learned over the years that you now pass on to those people trying to have your kind of production? Give us, let's say, 3 to 5 nuggets.
You know, if I could do anything, the number one thing I coach is this: hour before you go to bed, there's no screen time, right? Go to bed early, which means you can read, you can do some yoga, whatever it is, and then get up really early. So I get up earlier than most. I get up at 3:30 every day. First thing you do is move. Movement creates emotion. Second thing you do is you get a lot of meditation in, good 10, 15 minutes. Then you set your intentions for the day, you journal. And by that time, you've created this platform of you've set your mind right from a simple level. You just set your mind right. From a physiological level, you're actually tripping endorphins in your brain to actually make you perform at the highest possible level.
Okay, so once you get into the office, because we've heard your morning routine, what are some of the things that are necessary in addition to making those calls that set the good ones apart from the great ones?
Organization. So instead of sitting down and saying, who am I going to call? You already have your list of 30 people that you're going to call. It's when I walk in, it's literally, I walk in on my desk, I got my pipeline for today, got my calendar, and I got my call list. And those are the only things on my desk. It's really, really simple. So we just start calling through those 30 people. We do a pipeline meeting every day. It takes about 10 minutes at 8:30. I do coaching with my loan officers at 8:45 for 15 minutes. And then the rest of the time we're calling. I do not do an appointment before noon ever.
Wow, amazing. Talking to Brian Pintar. He's our top producer for the month of February 2020. His branch in 2019 shut down over $100 million. Brian personally shut down over $55 million. I'm curious, Brian, we always get varying answers on this question. How involved in the loan file do you get from the time the lead comes in until it closes?
You know, I'm really involved in 2 main spots. Number one is I do the in-person loan application, which we'll either do in person or we'll do it through video as Zoom or a thing called Blue Jeans. The LP1 takes the lead, makes sure they're qualified, sets the appointment, has all their financials, files already set up in Encompass, and all I do is do the in-person appointment. And then once they're under contract, I do what's called a lock call to go over, these are your options. Let's lock your loan. Let's move forward. Those are the only two spots I'm involved in the loan.
And so you try and get face-to-face with as many customers as you can?
We will not write a letter for an approval letter unless I have met with them face-to-face, either face-to-face or video.
Tell us why that is. Why do you have that stance?
Well, we've tracked it. I've tracked it for a long time, and our conversion drops significantly. We lose about 25% of clients that we don't meet with in person. If they're not going to meet with me, I don't want to even work with them.
So, Brian, what areas of your business do you still need to work on and tighten up? What's your main focus to improve in 2020?
So the two things that we're really working on in 2020 is we're going to work harder on our previous client referrals. Those are people that already like us, and we do a very poor job of working them. And then number two is we really want to add 6 new A real estate agents. An A agent is defined as anybody that we can close 12 deals with or more per year.
So I'm going to throw up a quote on our screen right now, and I want you to tell us what this means to you. I pulled this down off of your Facebook page. Quote, "The key to coaching is love. It's not knowledge. It's not discipline. If you love them, you can discipline them. If you love them, you can yell at them and laugh about it later." Dabo Sweeney, the head coach of Clemson football. Brian, why is that up there and what's it mean to you?
Well, I think it's, this ties in really well with NFM. Love is an important thing when it comes to culture. We're in a very high, intense business. There's a lot of stress. We have dates, we have deadlines, we have moving trucks on the line. So when things don't go well, I don't want to tiptoe around everything. I want to get to the point, get to the solution, and that may come across really, really harsh. But in understanding that we all have the same goal in mind, and that I love our clients, I love my team, I love our staff, it's okay to be really harsh and really direct as long as it comes from a place of we're all in this together and we all care. So that's what that means to me.
Well, this is some great stuff. I really appreciate your time, Brian. It's about time we got to sit down and share all of your wisdom. Congratulations on your enormous success in 2019. We look forward to seeing what you throw up in 20.
All right, Greg, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, that's Brian Pintar, our top producer for the month of February. I'm Greg Scher from NFM TV. We'll see you soon.